buzzer beater, do it all now. All now, top corner talking home run. Touchdown, buzzer beater, do it all now. All now, top corner like all in. Lit the fire when you doubted, now I'm all in. Put me with the best, bring the stars in. Undefeated mode, no falling. Doubted when I lost, slide back when I win. Fade and pay the cost, but I rose so thick and thin. Battles and the scars, see them on my skin. They tried to knock me out, but I'ma fight it to the end. And there's no days off. I'm just resting up a little, know it pays off. I'm just stuck up.
And we're back. Another edition of Super Sports Media, Gridiron Roundtable. I'm your host, Richard DeLeon, and I'm here with my guys.
Chad Foster, your number one Sooner fan in South Texas. Here with.
It's your boy E. Tally, Longhorn fan,
Got the Hey Dudes on today.
rocking the Longhorn outfit today.
All right.
Just today. Just today, because it's not about, we got another week before NFL starts.
Correct.
So it's all about the Longhorns this week. Because I'm a spoiler alert, I got the Longhorns. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, huh?
Yeah. So when you ask it then.
And we're here with our producer, Vic Rodriguez. Rodriguez, Mr. 1998. Last time he was here, he blasted me. I graduated from UTSA in 98. So that's when I was born.
He was born.
That's when I was born.
He was born.
He wasn't here last week. Welcome back. It's good to have you back.
Thank you very much.
He was at a I'm gonna let the everybody know where Vic was at. He was at watching the Dodgers game.
Yeah, I made it to go see the first time. I got to see Shohei pitch. Pretty nice thing to see, man. It was cool.
Not going to say anything. Dodgers are my team. I've been to Dodger Stadium. Is there a better place on earth to watch a Dodger game, Vic? Be honest.
Oh, I've seen a game at Dodger Stadium and it's beautiful. But this last time it was actually in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, you
so
went
that
to
was
Coors
my
Field.
first time seeing a game at Coors Field, and that was a cool experience as well.
And the Dodgers probably laid that smack down that night, right?
They actually lost the night that Shohei
don't
pitched,
tell me that.
so it was kind of for nothing. But it was something to see.
But Shohei is the greatest two-way player in baseball since Babe Ruth.
That's better.
Huh?
That's better.
That's better.
That was a lot better. That was a whole lot better. Came here spewing about.
Are we talking? Yeah. Are we saying baseball players are not athletes?
No,
he's a great athlete.
I've never said that.
All right,
never said that.
He's one of the greatest athletes in the generation here.
Just because he can pitch and hit.
Can you hit a 99 to 101 mile an hour fastball?
That's why I'm standing here as a talking head.
So we got to give him.
We're sitting here as a talking head.
Credit where it's due.
But if I bet in my heyday, I probably could have. In my heyday.
I did in high school.
Chad used to hit softballs and baseballs at people cars.
Did you pitch too?
Nope.
See, he does both.
I played catcher.
He does both. Both.
But I had a former Texas Ranger that was my baseball coach in high school, and he was a pitcher.
So your coach was a stud.
Yeah. Well, and his kid still is. His kid's Tyler Gooch. That's on the
Gooch. The Gooch.
That's like on that. The Live Tour golfer.
Hey Vic, don't you think that's a good nickname if you could be called the Gooch? The Gooch.
If that's your given name, then yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we're back. We got a little bit of baseball out of the way there, which was unexpected. But hey, we got some football to talk about again this week. Episode 2 of Gridiron Roundtable. This is a weekend here that it's action packed, and this is really going to be the beginning of the end of a lot of family outings on the weekends for a lot of people. Huh?
Last week was for me.
Last week. All right. Well, let's jump into it, man. Last week, speaking of last week, had some good football games last week. We had Kansas State against Iowa State. We'll focus on that one for right now because of things that happened off the field. But y'all heard about, I guess, Kansas State lost to Iowa State, and after the game, this was in Dublin, Ireland, so that means that Irish beer is something else. But after the game,
it's very stout.
It's stout.
Yeah.
After the game, Avery Johnson, who's the quarterback of Kansas State, after the game, his dad and his brother got into a fist fight outside the stadium in the parking lot. What do y'all think about that?
Crazy.
They didn't watch our show, and they didn't hear my final thoughts.
Didn't hear your final thoughts. Which were? Repeat your final thoughts to everyone.
Oh, be a fan, not a fanatic. Be
Yeah.
a fan.
But
Be a fan, not a fanatic.
Doesn't fan come from fanatic?
It does, but again, fanatic. Don't be crazy.
And don't drink Irish beer.
No, drink as much as you want to. Just don't get crazy, and don't start fights.
Hey, Chad, you have Irish blood in you, right?
Yes.
Are you full-blooded Irish?
No. About 25%.
So that means you can only handle about 25% of that stuff. So if we ever go to a football game and you're drinking that Irish stuff, you and Dylan might get into a fist fight in the parking lot.
No.
So what do you think about that? What happened? Have we heard what happened?
Still have not heard. There was the report that came out later they did a mutual post that they did saying that they apologized to Kansas State. They apologized to the to Avery, the program, the families, everybody they apologized to. But I can't imagine for a father and son to get in a fist fight at one point, rubbing one of their heads into the water puddle that was there in the parking lot. I can't imagine what it would. I mean, you guys are family. Why are you even trying to pick a fight with each other, let alone wearing Kansas State gear at a game, not even in the United States? It's just a bad look.
It's a bad look. And Avery had a good game too.
Yes.
I mean, he wasn't the reason they lost. I mean, obviously it was a sloppy game, like rain, weather. The field conditions looked a little bit off, but he had a good game.
Yeah,
you know what? Maybe it was a ploy because the Irish do like to fight and they love soccer, and maybe it was to, instigate. Hey, man, see, y'all do need football over here. American football.
That's why they called Notre Dame the Fighting Irish.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it was. It was a ploy to help promote the good stuff that can happen after a football game.
Media
the
stuff.
good stuff. The stuff that's gonna get headlines, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was unfortunate because it was a good game. I mean, it went down to the wire.
A good game.
It was a really good game. Went down to the wire.
It was.
So it's unfortunate that that was the headline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know this next thing we're going to talk about, it's not college football, but it's somebody who made his name in college football, Shiloh Sanders. So he was playing, he was on the preseason squad, right? For Tampa Bay. Undrafted free agent. And he gets into a fist fight on the football field and gets cut the next day. Is that fair? Is that something that you would do as a coach? Or
he was fighting for a position, but there's already, I think they're 4 deep in safeties. So he was really going to have to fight for that position anyway, but he just gave them an easy excuse. It's just an easy out. And a lot of coaches for the fist fight's bad enough, but to get ejected from the game, doing it right in front of an official, it's just a bad look again. So
wasn't it early in the game?
Second quarter.
Yeah, it was early. Quarter. Well, again, I'm trying to look at the silver lining, right? Guess what? He got picked up today.
Who picked him up?
Pittsburgh. Silver lining. Hey, he won again. Here we go. On to the next one.
So did they pick him up for practice squad, or did they pick him up for the 53-man roster?
I think practice.
Practice squad.
Well, speaking of Shiloh Sanders, I'm kind of upset. I forgot my blenders, my Coach Prime.
Oh, no, don't worry. Don't worry. They got some new ones coming out, so we'll be okay.
I want to wear them so bad. These lights are so bright.
They are.
Gives me a good excuse to wear them.
Exactly, they do.
So he's gonna be with Pittsburgh. So that's a good place for a safety.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh is traditionally a good defensive team.
Yeah.
They got good coaching. He'll get coached up pretty well.
Ryan Clark that's what he played. Ryan Clark, the phenomenal sports anchor or
he's a phenomenal.
He
was a phenomenal safety.
Yeah.
Well, if you look, I don't think numbers wise he was that good.
He was very solid
because when him and Cam
he was
got
a
into it,
safety.
There you go. And that's what you need to be though.
Mm-hmm.
That's what think about it. Would you play 20 years as a system guy, or would you play 8 years as the guy? Which one would you rather be?
20 years as system guy.
Yeah.
No.
I'd want to be a system guy that won Super Bowls. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, because think about it.
Longevity.
Yeah, and then think about it. As I retire, guess what I can do? I can trash everybody who didn't get wherever I got to and talk trash. Think about it. Hey, they can't say anything.
They can't.
That's why I don't ever call anybody a bad player in the league or anything like that.
You can take away a lot of things. You can't take away that Super Bowl ring.
And you can't take away the fact they made it to the league. Only 1%.
That bothers me so much.
Why?
When I hear people at the barbershop or wherever talking about this guy's trash, you realize to make it to any professional league, whether it's NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, you're one of the best in the world at what you do.
1%.
And not only that, but you need opportunities.
Yeah.
You need the ball to bounce a certain way for you.
Yep.
Because the ball doesn't bounce a certain way, you don't get that opportunity. So think about that.
It's the old Brian Scalabrine when those guys were talking smack to him, and he told them, "I'm actually closer to LeBron than you are to me," which is true.
Facts.
It's facts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I mean, I tell even
he's in a fraternity that only I think it's 300 and it's like 350 that plays in the league, I believe, something like that. Right? Yeah. So he's part of a 350 league fraternity for a year that turns over, and think about it. They only have 100 great right now. You know what I'm saying? He's not part of that part of the fraternity, but he's still part of the 350 that's that year, and then whoever came before him.
And I know, I mean, that's amazing because I know, we're not going to really talk a lot of NFL today, but I'm gonna beat you to the punch because you normally do this. You bring up Cowboys all the time, but I'm gonna say
wasn't gonna do it today.
You were.
No, because they're not in the headlines right now.
You said it's good for ratings. It's still in the headlines.
No, they're not in the headlines. I didn't hear anything.
No, it's still a standstill. But what I was gonna say, I'm just gonna bring up Dak. I talked to Cowboy fans who say Dak is trash, and I say, you know what, Dak's probably better at his job than you are at yours.
That's probably true.
But
the bad part is Dak has a camera on him. On a serious note, Dak has a camera on him, and every throw is criticized. Every pass thrown is criticized. Every drop back is criticized. How he handles the ball off is criticized. He goes home and
sleeps like a baby.
Does he really?
Yeah, because he's got it all.
These guys
pressure that these guys have on themselves.
They don't.
Because it's like you were talking about.
Give me that kind of pressure for $60 million a year.
I promise you, that's hard.
Yeah.
I talked to a few guys. That's hard, man. Even getting paid.
It's hard for somebody like us. Like we're already
even getting paid the minimum is still hard. Yeah. Because you still have an ego. Mm-hmm. Like look at the guys who were like someone was on Facebook and they mentioned like 3 great players, right? And they were just saying something in reference to, these guys made it. But those guys who all made it if they weren't McDonald All-Americans, they were state All-Americans. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They played at the highest. They scored the most points for their high school. They were city. They got all the city accolades. They got the state accolades. And now they're in the league, like Dame Lillard.
Right.
Dame Lillard wasn't just a ordinary guy in school. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then some of these guys are like that, but they get into the league and they don't become the guy.
Right.
Like look at the guy who made the six man award. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now. He won a bunch of them. He was a 6 man. He was proud of it. He played for the Clippers. Oh, I can't think of his name right now. I'm drawing a blank. But he was a 6 man in the award. But in high school, he was really, really good. And same thing for college. That's my point I'm trying to make.
You're talking about the ball having to bounce their way a certain way. It all starts when they're being recruited out of high school.
Yes.
Because they've got to make sure they put themselves in the right situation when they get into college. Because if you go to a college and you become, like you're talking about in NBA, you become just a number in college instead of going to the right situation, the right system for you to put you to where you're going to be looked at for the league. It's hard to get in. So it all starts with the recruiting when you're leaving high school. of being, are you putting yourself in the right position at the right time?
Right. I know one guy that did.
Who's that?
By the way, let's shout out Southtown 101 for having us here in their studio right now.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Yeah, so we're here at Southtown 101. We got Vic Rodriguez
On the boards.
on the boards, our producer today. Somebody that did it right. And I'm going to throw a shout out to Judson High School, Judson Rocket, former Judson Rocket and UTSA football player, Rashad Wisdom. He made the 53-man active roster for Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Nice.
Congratulations to a former Roadrunner and former Judson Rocket. You know,
Nice.
Congratulations to him.
For sure.
I mean, there's some good things happening here in San Antonio,
Yes.
high school, college, now to the pros.
Yeah, we've had 2 or 3 that have gone through Steel that have gone into the
Yeah, still
Still-
gets him out as a kid right now that's playing with the Indianapolis Colts.
And
Can't think his name.
Terrence Steele is a right tackle, starting right tackle for the Dallas Cowboys too, and he's from Steele High School.
Yeah.
So I mean, so there's some San Antonio talent
Yes.
here, right?
Yes, that
Yes.
part we know.
Quite a bit,
That
Yeah.
part we know.
quite a bit.
And again, remember football runs the state.
And then we had Oscar Cardenas, who was the tight end at UTSA. He was in the Cardinals camp. I know he didn't make the final cuts, but I'm sure he's going to be on someone's practice
somebody
squad.
practice squad.
I mean, when you got a big tight end that can run like him,
Yeah.
you're going to find yourself on somebody's
Well,
practice squad.
that practice squad pays not chump change either.
No, can afford a lot of guacamole with that. Huh? Shout out. You know what I'm saying?
Say they can afford it.
Yeah. Well, if I ever win
Guacamole.
what do they say? If I ever win the lotto, there'll be signs.
I don't know.
No.
You can walk on everything. You know? Can't go to Chipotle and get walk anymore because all of a sudden you got to drop a C note there just to get walk. Let's move on. We got high school football starting
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. All the peanut butter bowls start
Thursday.
tomorrow. Thursday football, huh? Thursday night.
28th.
Is that going to be on TV? Thursday Night Lights? Judson
Sure.
against Johnson. Number 16 Judson versus number 7 Johnson. Is that going to be on?
Usually is on the K-Stat 12 when they do that.
If not there, definitely be on
My San Antonio or
no,
CW, the EW?
Texas High School Football Network.
Yeah,
They got all of the
they got all
rights,
the
rights to
So that's going to be a knockdown drag out though, huh? No matter what channel it's on. Right?
yes.
Yeah.
It's always a big game when
well, I don't
you-
know. Is Justin back? Justin fell off for a little bit.
Yeah, but this game still. This is kind of like we were talking last week or so about OU Texas. It's kind of that game because you got Coach Soto that was the head coach at Johnson that's went back to his alma mater that's not Judson. Defensive coordinator Miller took over at Johnson, so you got the little blood there to fight for, and this is always one of the bigger games to start the season on.
Right. We got a little trend going on here for the week 1 high school football. A lot of the big games that we're going to cover, we've actually interviewed players from all those.
Yes.
Right. We interviewed Bryce, Caden.
Yep.
Right?
So last year, Judson played Johnson. I think it was his debut. That coach's debut, wasn't it? Or was it the year before?
The year before.
Okay. And unfortunately, Judson lost.
Yeah.
Judson had a record last year, 4-6, 3-3 in district,
And last year was
and they were 5th
Right.
in district. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Judson had a good year for the last 2 years. I think
Yeah.
they kind of had
It's a
two
good-
bad years. So is this
because,
their
It's
year?
gonna, it's gonna be good.
2 years ago they played in Alamo Dome.
So you're talking 22, 23?
Yeah, 23 they played. Yeah,
It's gonna be a good. It's gonna be
23,
a
24.
good week for
Sure.
Bryce to break out, huh?
Judson or Johnson?
Judson versus Johnson was at the Alamo Dome.
No, that wasn't 2 years ago. That was it had to be, you said 22, 23?
Because that was when Caden was a senior.
No, they had a
That was 23, 24.
mm-mm. No, wait, hold on, you're right. 'Cause they lost to Vandergrift. The one they lost to Vandergrift?
Who? Judson?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
22, 23?
Uh,
Yeah, because they beat them. They beat Johnson first game.
yeah.
You're right. Yeah, they lost to Vandergrift in the playoff game.
Yep.
Second round.
So either way, it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
But we
Yes.
think Bryce is going to break
Bryce
out.
is. I think this will be a good year for Bryson. With what he's talking about, with what the offense is going to do this year,
Yeah.
a little bit different style than what they've had, because the last couple of years they've had Bubba Johnson running back at Johnson, and he graduated last year, so it's kind of a running back by committee right now, from what it sounds like, and then so they're going to be airing the ball out a little.
If you want to learn a little bit more about Bryce, we interviewed him. It's on our channel. You can go check out Bryce.
Yep.
Friday we have Smithson Valley against Roosevelt. We'll be there, right?
Yep.
No, not Friday.
Yes,
It's Friday.
Smithson Valley.
Smithson
Oh
Valley?
yeah,
Yes.
Smithson Valley.
Smithson Valley,
the champions,
the state champs,
state champs,
5A,
right. 5A, state
5A
champs.
Division 1 state champs.
Yes,
Smithson Valley.
yes.
They'll be opening up their title defense
I don't
against
know why I just
Roosevelt
heard
at home.
Roosevelt.
yeah, Roosevelt.
Roosevelt good?
Roosevelt.
Oh man,
Not that it matters.
No.
I don't mean to ask that they're good. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Are they?
all these kids are
They're all great.
They're all winners.
They're all winners.
Yeah,
They're all
well,
great. I'm saying, are they good enough to compete with the state champions? Is my point.
Smithson Valley is a different. They're different.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't wait to go though, because I've never been to a game at Smithson Valley.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it's fanatical, kind of like
Mm-hmm.
the Odessa Permian, those small
Yes.
towns, Texas
Yes.
small towns where
Yes.
they shut down the town. Everybody goes to the football game. I hear it's a lot like that, so I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun atmosphere.
We'll be down. We'll be there. Caden Leak, defensive end. We interviewed him as well. If you want to learn a little bit more about him, go back and watch his interview. It's on our channel as well. Hoping to see him touch up the quarterback a little bit this
Yeah,
A few
defensive
times.
end.
yeah.
you know.
Because he's got, what was that goal he said he wanted to do this year? Wanted
So many sacks.
24 sacks, I
Yeah.
think, for the season.
That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough.
I'll be at Southwest.
You're gonna be at
Yep.
Southwest
Har-
Friday night.
Harlandale at Southwest.
Harlandale Southwest.
Inside Sports Insider here. Eric Talley reporting. I'll be giving you all the breaking news. I'll be live. So I'm going live with it too.
You're gonna
Like,
go live
yeah,
from
I'm
Southwest?
actually. Well, I can't record the game live.
You can't
no.
know, but you're gonna be go
I'm
live.
gonna go live, like to give my updates, halftime, into the first quarter, into the second quarter. Something new I'm trying this year. I'm adding, you're bringing a lot of ideas and opportunities my way. So I'm gonna try to go and just go for it. So I'll report live.
And
Javon Means.
Yep.
Love him.
Javon Means.
Javon Means
was on our After Dark special.
We just had him on our first ever Super Sports Media After Dark
After
special.
dark,
Yeah.
he was there.
He was
He showed up.
He showed up
He did.
because these football players, they have to get up real early, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock, whatever. And he was on our After Dark special at 10 o'clock. And boy, was he an impressive interview. I am so impressed by that young man.
You liked him.
I liked him. For those that didn't watch the interview, this kid showed up to a camp, a wide receiver defensive backs camp.
He loves this story.
Yeah. He's a wide receiver. I guess at Southwest they do play two ways a little
Yes,
bit.
Yes.
they play both sides
But
of the ball.
He shows up to camp for a wide receiver exposure. They didn't have enough DBs, so he volunteered to play DB in that camp and was one of the outstanding players of the camp on the defensive side.
Yes.
Won one of the MVPs for the
One of the
D-backs.
MVPs.
Yes.
What an impressive young man. I'm glad we had that interview.
Yeah.
He gave me a whole new outlook. Like I'm more inspired because of him. Just talking to him. What
Yeah.
a great kid.
Yeah, he is.
What a great kid.
He
You
is.
know these kids nowadays. You're gonna have a lot of opportunity in front of you, and that kid is really taking advantage
Yes.
of the opportunities that he has. So what else we got at Southwest, Mr. Insider?
Again, they haven't had a game yet. They played 2 scrimmages. The last scrimmage, it's not keeping score for scrimmages.
Right.
So, it's like football, you play a little bit, I play a little bit, you play a little bit type deal. Coach said the energy wasn't there. They still look good, though. He likes the group he has. He got a few returning players coming back from, he's really looking at Austin Diggs. That's his running back / linebacker. He looks for him to have a big season this year. So, but as far as Harlandale's a good school. They play tough. They play hard. Again, I don't know a lot about them. Haven't seen them play. Haven't seen even Southwest practice yet. But Friday. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna report. And we're gonna see.
Yeah.
We'll have some photos. because you got to be careful with the
live streams. You can't
got to
live
be
stream.
careful with the videos of that football stuff. You know.
I'm going more as a reporter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll have some snaps. You know, I'll do the little snappy snaps.
We can do little clips like highlights after the fact,
Yeah,
but you can't live stream during games
you can't,
because there's a contract with whatever Texas high school
football
media deal.
media and all that good stuff. So they beat us to the punch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, well, either way, we got a lot of good games. We're just going to be at those games, right? But other games, man. Thursday got Churchill at Stevens, number 22 Clark at Sotomayor, and number 21 Wagner at Long Creek. So 3 good games, seemingly good games on Thursday night. So we come out of the gate fast.
Yep, a lot of teams are going to find out what they're made of. This is the first week with some of the competition.
I want to commend San Antonio for doing that. For all these guys playing tough schedules.
Yes,
but like my guy John Madden used to say, you don't know a lot about these teams until October. And what I like about high school and I guess college for the most part is they start off their schedule with non-conference or non-district games.
Yes, they always play. And it's like the SEC.
Yeah, I like that.
For the Big Ten, because now the SEC is copying the Big Ten narrative as far as the way they play the games now.
Yeah. So I like that because you don't really know what you are until about a month in. You know, like I know the NFL, they got division games like Philadelphia and Dallas, and then Washington and New York. They're playing division games week 1. I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
Play some non-conference, but I like the way high school does it.
Especially when the preseason don't really count in NFL because it's more preseason's more of how do I get my roster down to 53 players. It's not about, hey, I want to see what I got.
Well, I think the reason the NFL is doing that because the NFC East is but it's the only division that actually everybody won a Super Bowl. So we're supposed to be the worst of all the conferences, but I think we collectively have the most Super Bowls collectively.
Oh yeah,
because again, everybody in our division won the Super Bowl. Yep. That's why we got rid of Arizona.
You can't spell Super Bowl without NFC East. Yeah, you can.
I'm glad you didn't finish that thought.
Jeez. Again,
talk about the Friday games.
Well, again, thanks for Vic Rodriguez and Southtown 101.
Shout out to Vic.
Man, hey Vic, how are the hot wings here? Are they good?
I always go with the lemon pepper. That's like my favorite flavor. But yeah, just in general, the wings here are good. They're good size. Like
I may be having some wings after this show.
I might join you.
Good recommendation. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Because we're going to be eating on the run the rest of the year with all these football games, right? So might as well enjoy them while we can. Yep. Friday night we got number 25 Seguin at number 12 Alamo Heights, number 14 Davenport at Veterans Memorial, number 13 Piper at number 6 Bernie, number 3 Brennan at number 9 Reagan. Wow, that's a heavyweight fight right off the bat. Got O'Connor at number 18 Brandeis and number 1 Steele at Liberty Hill. Number 1 Steele. Woo! Again?
I like that sound.
Yeah.
I like that sound.
Like it?
Of course.
Resident Steel, also insider seems.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you put 3 kids to a school, you feel obligated.
They seem to continually have that success.
Yeah.
In football, they do.
Yes,
they do.
It's almost like some of the colleges we're not rebuilding, we're reloading.
Right? Yes, they do.
That's
they
what
do that every year.
Right.
And I'm mad because I can't go to that game. 1, because it's in Liberty Hill.
Yeah.
I'm not driving all the way to Liberty Hill, and then 2,
you'll be at.
I'm gonna be at the Southwest game. Yeah. So, and the crazy part, I looked at both of their schedule. They don't really play any Saturday games or Thursday. All their Friday nights. Yeah, all their Friday nights. So I'll be flip flopping. I'm gonna always be Friday night going here.
Well,
one of those guys.
Just because we're not going to be at a game this weekend doesn't mean that we're not going to be coming to a stadium near you.
Correct.
We're going to try to get all these. Like I said, there's a lot of good teams on this list. Like I said, Brennan, number 3, we'll be watching them against Smithson Valley.
Correct. We'll be at Piper and Smithson Valley.
Smithson Valley. It seems like Smithson Valley has a lot of big games.
Can I give a shout out real quick? Yeah. I want to thank all of the athletic directors who've patiently took our requests and met those requests and made sure you found a way to get us in the building. Again, it starts with you guys allowing us to cover and be there to allow us to make any of this happen. So thank you again. I know we know the policies and the procedures, and you went above and beyond to take care of us. So thank you again, and we're going to have an exciting year. I just wanted to say that because we got all our media stuff approved, by the way.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For Comel, NEISD, Northside, Southwest, Judson, Cibolo shirts. We've talked to all the ADs and we're covered. So
we're covered.
Will be a lot of these games.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got
some of them are dual. They not only let us get into the football stuff,
yeah,
they let us get into the basketball stuff. So
correct.
That's why I'm appreciative to those guys, because that's big. That's big time. That's big time.
Yep. Because we've got Alamo Heights on some of our games. Because I know on my roster schedule I've got through October the 5th. And we've got an Alamo Heights game. We got a Veterans Memorial game. We got a Piper game, Brennan game, Reagan game, and Brandeis and Steele all by the October 5th weekend. So we'll be at almost all of these games at least once through the first week of October.
Yeah,
should be fun.
It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be exciting.
And then
talk about that Saturday game.
Yeah, Saturday night game. Did y'all? I mean, number 24 East Central against number 4 Harlan. Did you see East Central's tweet that I sent y'all?
Yes.
They have like Oregon. They have they got different uniforms and different. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah.
Etali doesn't look at our text message.
No, he
doesn't.
He expects
us to look at it.
No, hold on. First, I'm working. Humility. That's all I'm
working too. I said that while I was
humility
working.
I know I haven't had a job like that for a while, so that's all I'm gonna tell you. So I didn't get time to look at it. I apologize. I'm sorry.
The tweet was,
it said something about forget about Oregon.
It says Oregon who looking good Hornets, and I think Chad. I think we should share that out on Super Sports Media because I mean that's pretty cool that they have that many different uniform combinations at East Central. I didn't know that high school budgets allowed for that.
I didn't either.
I guess at East Central.
Yeah. Because most of your high schools have a home and away, and that's it. But I know that, hey, like one of the colleges, they were tweeting the other day that they went with one helmet and a home and away jersey instead of having all the multiple jerseys. And by doing that, they saved $500,000 for the budget of the football season, and they used that $500,000 for NIL money to get more players in.
Right.
Just by doing one helmet and a home jersey and a away jersey.
Hey, you got to prioritize, I guess.
It's a small school.
Yeah, got to prioritize. So, but I think East Central they look like they're going to be a good team again this year. But then Harlan, they're expecting Harlan to make a lot of
big
noise.
Things out of Harlan.
Yeah.
Yep.
They might have a chance to. That's a crazy thing about Harlan and Brennan being so close together. I guess just so much talent in that area.
Yeah.
That, even last year, Harlan and Brennan both went to the state semifinals or
for football,
for basketball.
For basketball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, it doesn't matter what sport; those two schools continue to put teams.
Harlan's loaded.
Yeah.
Yep.
Harlan's loaded. They were one game away.
Yes.
From making it to the from football. They were one game away from making it to the actual big dance, to the state final, if I'm correct.
Yeah, they were. It was either semifinals or quarterfinals.
Yeah, they were like one game away for football to actually make it to.
And then they did the same thing in basketball.
In basketball, they were
one game away.
They went to play against Houston,
and they lost. They played at Texas State.
Yeah, because that was the talk last year. Etali would always say he believes that District 29 is one of the toughest districts. And we had 2 District 27s represented last year for 6A.
Yep.
And that Brennan.
Do not sleep on that group of schools.
Brennan and Harlan. And the crazy part is Harlan knocked out Clemens at St. Mary's. So what can you say?
Yep.
That's why they play the games.
The games have to be played.
Yep.
No matter what we put down on paper, the games still got to be played.
Yep. All right. So high school, it's going to have us busy this year. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. high school football. But then, we also got to watch some college football.
College football.
Let's jump into college real quick. Did y'all hear? I guess a lot of people don't like him. I kind of think he's funny, and I like watching his pizza reviews. But Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports, I think he's part of College Game Day now, I believe.
Yes.
And,
for real?
He's one of the new ones that's
and
going to
he's a big Michigan fan.
Yes.
Huge Michigan Wolverine fan. From what I understand, College Game Day is going to be at the Horseshoe this weekend. He's going to be in the pregame show. But when they move the show inside the stadium,
he's banned.
They're not allowing him.
Why?
Because he's a Michigan fan.
That little.
Nah, they can't do that.
They did. They
what I'm
banned
hearing.
him from being inside the stadium.
If you're a Michigan fan watching, did he do something like illegal at that stadium to get banned, or is it just, or are they just banning
the
him?
annex that he does? I don't. Because I've seen that they were talking about that because they were wanting to put a petition together to get him inside.
He can't be any worse than Pat McAfee.
Hey man, he got a show though on ESPN. So whatever he's doing, he's the young version of Dan Patrick in my mind.
Who? Pat McAfee?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you grew up watching Dan Patrick,
Yes.
in his show, he started in his garage
Yes.
or above his garage. That's the antics they used to do.
But he wasn't as crazy as Pat McAfee.
Well, for them, the reason they get the ratings and they do what they do because that's why I love Talking Heads because we take it so serious. Like that's why that's that fanatic.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey man, it's sports. We not playing the sports. So why are we sitting there getting so emotional because they're talking about Dak? It's okay.
No, it's not okay to
They
talk
can
about
talk
that.
about
Let's
they can talk about
move
Jalen
on.
Hurts all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you're watching some of my stuff on Facebook, but now all of a sudden, Jalen Hurts is a top rated quarterback now. All of a sudden,
it's a great system.
Now it's Stephen A. Shout out to my boy Stephen A.
Screaming A. Screaming
No, don't do that. Hey, listen. I'm trying to get on the show with Stephen A. So chill out. You'll mess my chances up. Love what you do, Stephen A. Great job with your daughter too. Hey, you're doing phenomenal. Keep doing what you're doing, buddy. But hey, now he's even giving.
It's ridiculous.
Jalen Hurts love, like, oh, he's a top quarterback. It's like, oh, but he did the same. The numbers didn't change.
No.
You guys hated on Jalen all the way past the Super Bowl.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm not understanding. How come you giving guys flowers after the fact? Why can't we? That's why I think we do a great job. We giving flowers as people are doing their great things.
Yes.
And that's what I love about us.
Yep.
That's just me. Yeah. Pat, there you go. Pat yourself on the back.
But I still say, I'm still going to stick by what I said. I think Jalen Hurts is perfect for what the Eagles do.
So is Dak.
And I got to be honest with you.
Super Bowlers.
I got to be. It doesn't matter. We're not talking about Dak. I'm talking about Jalen. You brought up Jalen Hurts, so I'm going to expound.
No, I brought up both. I brought up Jalen and
but
I brought up Dak.
But you
won't let me bring up Dak.
Then you had to say Super Bowlers.
Because he's been in the league for 10 years, right?
Let's talk about something though. I still am not going to back off what I think about Jalen Hurts. It's not. Eric Talley thinks it's an insult somehow, but I
don't think it's an insult.
Perfect. Him and Nick Sirianni are perfect for what the Eagles do.
And you know what they
might
said?
Not work out anywhere else.
No. They said that. They said that either today or yesterday on one of those talking head shows how Nick Sirianni and what he did last year in the way and how great Jalen's playing, and also the addition. Because don't take away the addition of the players that's around them.
Right.
Saquon Barkley, that really made that team a Super Bowl team.
Not so fast, my friend.
One. I said 12, by the way.
I'm
over was 12.
I'm probably over 12 already.
Probably the week, but not today. That was the first time today. I ain't talked to you today. So
all right, let's get into college football.
Yeah. Speaking of Lee Course, so let's talk that college football. Well, we were with Michigan and Ohio State.
Yeah.
Portnoy is not going to be allowed in the stadium. I think that's ridiculous. But that, we'll talk about that particular game in a second here, because tomorrow night, Thursday night football for college football, number 25 Boise State at South Florida. You got college football already. Boise State Wonder what uniforms they're going to be wearing.
They don't play away really well.
No.
They're. I'm not gonna say that. I know. I don't want to. Say I don't want to criticize, but they don't play outside of that blue field well. I don't know what it is. I know, and I'm speaking off of how I gambled a little bit. So when I gambled and I picked them because I thought again number 25.
Gamble.
I can do that.
We don't gamble.
No, we can say that. We can say that now because none of us coach. Excuse me. None of us coach any high school teams, and we're not affiliated to anybody outside of Super Sports Media. We have no affiliation, so we can say that. We can say I put a few greenbacks on these games here.
Vic's laughing at you over there.
And if you need any help or assistance, you let me know and you give me a call.
By the way,
phone number 210-223-1212.
We're not promoting any bookie actions or nothing.
Oh, okay. Don't do that.
We're not doing
All right,
that.
my bad. Take that back.
We're
Take
not doing that.
Take that out.
Hey, but we will be, and
Chad
Chad doesn't know this
great
yet.
segue if you'd have said, hold on. That Lee Corso.
Not so fast, my friend.
That
I
would
missed
perfect.
it.
That
I
would
missed
been
it.
a perfect opportunity.
I don't think Coach Chad knows about this, but we're going to be doing a fantasy football show every week too. So that's the extent of our advice.
Yeah.
It won't be gambling advice. We'll be doing fantasy football. Who to start, who to sit, stuff like that.
Yep.
So you ready for that?
Yeah.
All right.
I think we ought to get Little Man on that one.
Hey, do it. Let's do it. We can get anybody, whoever y'all want to bring on. And he's pretty good behind them, in front of the camera too.
Yeah.
He's not afraid.
No, he's not.
He did a good job last year. We're gonna do some picks together this year.
All
right.
Ryan want to get on that.
Ryan. Speaking of Ryan's winning all his fantasy football leagues.
He won't win this year.
We'll find
Not so fast, my friend.
Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast. All right. So then we got Friday night. We got Auburn at Baylor and Georgia Tech at Colorado.
That Auburn Baylor game is going to be a good one. It's going to be interesting to see because right now Auburn's Hugh Freeze is saying he could play all three quarterbacks after he got Jackson Arnold from OU.
Has that ever worked?
No.
That has never ever worked. Texas came really close last year.
Yes.
They came so close. They lost that game, though. They lost the last game they did it. But they came so close to running that, playing that 2-quarterback system because it throws teams off. But the fact these quarters are so long, you're giving these guys time to adjust.
And Michigan tried it a couple of different times. They had more of a running back. OU tried it when they had Blake Bell was at OU. That's now the tight end at Kansas City. They called it the Belldozer.
Belldozer, yeah.
They ran the Belldozer package in the short yardage, and everybody knew he was keeping the
ball. Who was his quarterback at that time?
Trevor Knight.
Trevor Knight.
And who was Reagan High School.
Reagan High School. Yeah.
Dang. See, I don't know sports that well. Last time I heard him think of something like that. You know what it is?
Toss it up, he nails it.
He does every time. Hey, guess what? Pittsburgh Steelers. Cordell Stewart and was it Neil
O'Donnell?
That's the two that did it, right? Last time.
Steve Young always used to say, if you got 2 quarterbacks, you got none.
There you go.
Yep.
That's what he used to
Even
say.
though Pittsburgh did really good with it, they ran it. They lost the Super Bowl though.
Lost the Super Bowl.
Remember that?
Yeah. Well, I watched that game, obviously.
Yeah, 2 quarterback
I was pulling for the Steelers that game.
I bet you
2 quarterback systems just hard to
hater,
especially when you're
haterade.
Now, because even in college football, they wear the earpiece so you can call the plays, and that little bit of time frame and switching in and out, it's just hard. I mean, like I said, the last OU did it with the Belldozer package, and they tried it when they had Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray there. What they did there, they got creative and put Kyler Murray at running back, and you had both quarterbacks on it because Kyler was so fast.
Right.
Kyler at running back, and you had them both on the field at the same time, but it's still it's just too much. There's not enough time in between plays.
I didn't know Barry Switzer coached at Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, that's where he became famous, right?
I didn't know I forgot. I was in the Army. I forgot, and they
lost things to do to watch.
We lost to we lost to y'all.
Penn State lost 1985. Not January 1st, 1986. 85.
I was not in the Army. I was still in school, but I didn't watch football at that time.
OU beat Penn State 25-10 for the national championship.
I did not know that. You brought it up to me last time we did.
Was that
After Dark
Blackledge?
show?
Was Blackledge the quarterback?
I think so. I think it was. Todd Blackledge.
Blackledge,
Yeah.
And who
He's
was
one
on
of the-
the who was
He's
on
one
the
of the
sideline?
greatest. He's one of the greatest commentators.
Joe Paterno against Jimmy Johnson.
No, Joe Paterno
I mean,
against Barry
Barry
Switzer.
Switzer, yeah.
But who was on the sideline at OU that year that won the national championship?
Of course, Jimmy.
The quarterback,
Who?
Troy
Aikman.
Aikman.
Yeah, they were. He was, and then he got transferred the next year.
He transferred in the offseason to UCLA.
Because he was hurt.
Broke
Right.
his leg in Miami game. Only game they lost that year.
Yep.
That was the year that the last Orange Bowl that Brian Bosworth played in.
The Boz.
Yeah.
Because the next year
He didn't pan out too well. Just ask Bo Jackson about that.
If somebody get the name of that, get the number of that truck.
Yeah.
You get it? Pan.
Yeah.
Get flattened.
Yeah,
out.
pancake.
There you go. There you go. Yeah,
He,
hey,
I was
man,
really
hey,
shocked that
y'all
they-
tough crowd today. Y'all tough crowd today.
I was really shocked that they even drafted him after he got kicked. He got told to leave OU because he could be drafted. He ended up in the supplemental draft because the next year OU was in the Orange Bowl and he was in street clothes and he changed his outfit like 2 or 3 times during the game. But one of the deals, he had a shirt that said NCAA on it, National Communists Against Athletes.
Who did?
Brian Bosworth
Oh my god.
on national TV.
I wonder where is he at now?
He's doing Dr. Pepper commercials.
Yes.
He does he's the sheriff in the Dr. Pepper commercials.
Get out of town.
That's Brian Bosworth.
What's it called? What's the name of the little town?
goodness.
Fanville.
Fanville,
Yeah, he's the sheriff.
yes.
But what's funny is so Bosworth became famous at OU when he right before the OU Texas game, a reporter stuck a camera in his mouth and said, "Hey, what do you think about Texas?" He said, "Burnt orange makes me want to puke." What had happened was the night before or 2 days before that, his girlfriend had broke up with him and started dating a Texas quarterback. Because Bosworth was from
long distance relationships or what?
Bosworth's from
Getting inside information from an Oklahoma inside
No.
reporter.
Bosworth
Chad
is
Foster.
number one.
Bosworth is from the Dallas area. It's where he went to high school at. And so they did that, and he rode on his shoe, and he killed the quarterback in that game. But now what's funny is where he actually lives.
He didn't really kill the quarterback. He didn't kill anybody, okay?
Yeah.
He's not like the guy that went to the University of Florida and then went on to go to the Patriots. He's not like that
University
guy.
of Miami.
He didn't actually kill anybody. He just
Florida.
sacked them a
Oh,
lot.
was it Florida? Yeah.
I said Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Miami.
No, I
No,
said
Florida.
Florida, that's right. But he was
Florida,
over in Miami, Florida. That's right.
Because he won the two
Two national
national
championships.
championships with Tebow.
Yep.
Tebow.
But yeah, Bosworth lives in Austin and runs a company out of Austin, Texas.
Nice. Is he a bigger bust than Tony Mandrich, or was Tony?
No, he
Mandrich
wasn't. No, he wasn't a bust. Brian Bosworth. No, he wasn't a bust.
for what he was supposed to do? You got to remember, if you come into the league and you're expecting to hear, and that's not a bust, but
Hey,
if you're expected to be here,
Be a $20 million bust. I'll take a $20 million bust.
I don't know. I think the whole hoopla of him thinking that how fast football really is, because I hear that a lot. A lot of guys say, "Man, football is just so fast." They didn't think that football was that fast at the NFL level
Compared to what it is in college.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I think didn't he also get trucked by the Nigerian Nightmare?
but Okoye trucked a lot of guys. Christian Okoye.
I'm just saying though, dog. You start getting trucked by every. Think about it.
And he was supposed to be the
Hey.
linebacker.
Hey, Ray Lewis. I'm sure there's a few people that ran him over, but you start running guys over. Like you don't hear no stories about Ray Lewis really getting ran over or Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you don't see.
But then now they had good D linemen too.
But
though.
you know what though? I got to tell you, talking about Ray Lewis, those Eddie George, Ray Lewis, Titans, Ravens games,
Mhm.
Ray Lewis got his share of punishment against Eddie George.
Well, of course, yeah, because wasn't at the time when the Baltimore Ravens were down when the front linemen, because again, they do a lot of blitzing if I remember right back then, and they blitz from the linebacker position. So you need 3 to 4 good linemen to to secure that blitz. You don't have it, and I think that's what you're saying, because didn't that year the Titans went to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
But the Ravens were always in the
you're
playoffs.
talking about, right? Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that year you don't have good linemen, hey man. You know, you can be good enough to make the playoffs, but that don't mean you're a Super Bowl team.
Good slobber knocking games.
They were.
Yes,
they were.
Those might be that little series of games that they played against each other. That might be the tail end of that old school smash mouth football. Yeah,
in the trenches.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to derail us. Let's get back to. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm sorry. I get on that. I just
We
talking.
start talking about Brian Boswell.
That's Chad's fault.
Yeah,
because he's an Oklahoma guy.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just move on. I guess Saturday.
There we go.
Saturday
slobber knockers.
If you're
there, go.
I'm not gonna. I don't talk politics or anything like that.
No, we're not definitely.
No, we're not gonna do that. But I will say, this is just a funny story. I did see that Trump was having a press conference with Marco Rubio, and I got a real good laugh out of it because I think Marco Rubio said with President Trump, "You're the president now. You need to do an executive order to stop any kinds of weddings on Saturdays during the fall."
That is funny.
Okay.
That is
funny.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And this day right here comes to mind for that executive order right there.
Yes.
Look at these games.
I just think that could be so insensitive for women to want to do that.
Why would you do that?
So insensitive.
Why would you schedule a wedding on
Women,
college football
please.
Saturday?
Exactly.
Why would you do that?
If your
seven other
future
months.
husband is anything of a football guy, don't do that to him.
Facts.
Go Sunday.
I'm going to make a
Go
declaration.
Sunday.
I'm going to make a declaration.
Don't do Saturdays.
I will never go to a wedding again on college football Saturday.
So let me ask you both a question. Why are, NFL, again, $1 billion business is by far the best. But what makes Saturdays that much better? Because it seems like the whole college game day on television and everybody's watching. Oh my goodness, that is just so much more exciting than going to an Eagles Dallas Cowboy Dallas game, excuse me.
It's almost the passion is what makes it better, I think there's something different. Even NFL players, they're still very passionate about
they want to win.
Their alma mater, right?
The alma mater.
Yeah.
I think that's what, because there's pride into it. That's a school I went to. There's a lot. You can't say that, I played for the Dallas Cowboys. There's a few people that can. But as normal human beings, we're not going to say we played for the Dallas Cowboys. But we can say, I went to the University of Oklahoma, and I got a degree on my wall that says I went to the University of Oklahoma. So I think that's what plays into why college football is so passionate.
And it's also the marching band. It's the, when
the
tailgating,
the
tailgating. When this team makes a good play, this band. When this team makes a good, the other band. It's just dueling bands.
Yeah.
The fans are it's just more fanatical, so to speak.
Yeah.
It really is.
And
not
Ireland
fanatical, but still fanatical.
I remember friends that went to Friday night games. No, seriously, went to the Friday night game. And then they get there and they try to go catch their, home team that's having a home game. And they tailgate and they make it like a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they really start Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's something going on, pep rally or something like that at the high school that they went to.
Yep.
And then if they're, their college school team there in the city is having a big game or having a game, they rush to that. So it's like they watch football
Thursday all the way to Friday.
Yes. So I just wanted to know what's the difference. Why is college football the atmosphere, the whole just thing about
Can you tell me a NFL team that can say that they've had multiple game sellouts?
Multiple game what?
Sellouts in the crowd. Sell out the whole stadium.
I mean, Green Bay does. Dallas does. Pittsburgh. They do. They sell out
2 or 3, but
no, every game.
But no, I'm talking about 2 or 3 teams maybe that can say consecutive sellouts. I know Ohio State, Michigan, Oklahoma.
Oh yeah,
Nebraska.
But
Nebraska is even as bad as Nebraska has been at different times. They're still on their 8th, 9th, 10th year of complete sellouts, season sellouts.
All right, that's true.
And
Because he's saying season seller, like all 6 home games,
and you're looking at
are all sold out.
I don't know what the Cowboys, because I'm more of a college football fan than I am NFL, so I can't tell you how many seats a Cowboys stadium has. But I can tell you, like at OU, it holds 83,000, and they'll sell out 88,000 because it's standing room only. The Horseshoe's 101,000. UT Darrell Stadium, 102,000, and they're selling completely out every home game.
This guy just did my job and segued UT, the Horseshoe. That's one of the games on Saturday.
That was a great one.
That's one of the games on Saturday.
Yeah.
Number 1, Texas, and number 3, Ohio State. So how many seats does Ohio State have again?
Like 101,000.
And every single one of them will be.
The media is doing a good job, by the way, in adding little snippets and not letting you know who's really going to win that game.
Yes.
Because they put some information out about Archie, and then they put some information about the O-line of the Ohio State or the coach or something like that. So it's not really giving you an edge to say who's going to win that game. And I think that's a great move, by the way.
Yeah.
What do you think, Vic?
Sorry, I zoned out.
You looking forward to Texas or Ohio State?
Oh yeah, man. I don't know what to expect, what type of Ohio State to expect, but I'm looking forward to seeing Texas for sure.
Well, Ohio State lost, I think, 2 of their coordinators.
Right.
Yes.
I think they lost their offensive coordinator, and I think they lost their defensive coordinator.
Correct.
Shout out to Vic Rodriguez in Southtown 101 for having us.
Yes.
Right.
Defensive coordinator went to Penn State.
Penn State. That's why we're picking up right now to run the gauntlet right now. That's why we picked it. And we played Oregon this year, by the way.
Yeah.
But right now it's all about these UT Longhorns. Yeah.
They do.
Texas
UT
is 1.5 point favorites.
I'll tell you what, but we talked about it.
That changed, by the way.
Right now it says Texas plus 1.5.
Yeah, remember earlier in the week it was I thought it was
3.
no, it was Ohio State.
Yeah.
Ohio State was favored early in the week.
Okay. But weird things happen in the Horseshoe. We talk about it all the time.
Yes.
I mean, it happens.
Hey, the Big Ten's those places are hard to play.
Yes.
They're hard to play and win.
And the way that Horseshoe is, it's the way that stadium is set up. It's loud. It's in a bowl, and it's the stat that got my attention was the one we were talking about was the brand new starting quarterback first game against the number 1 team is like 0 for 30.
Of course,
those types of stats are meant to be broken.
That's what I'm about to say. Of course, it's going to happen because Chad brought it up.
I think they need to do an executive order against.
You need executive orders. You better get in trouble. Chill out.
These are fun. I think they should do one preventing commentators from saying he's made 30 field goals in a row right before he kicks. They need to cut that out. Wait till after.
Amen.
Wait till after and then say that was his 31st in a row.
Yes.
Or that was his first miss in the last.
I agree. I can second that.
I agree that. Yeah, that's gonna be a really tough game. It's gonna be a really good game. And I'm a huge OU fan. Everybody knows, and I'd still like to see Texas win this one due to the fact of I like to see undefeated OU versus undefeated Texas
that would be good.
Red River game.
I'll tell you what I'll be doing on Saturday. I'll be watching that game, eating lemon pepper hot wings.
Early in the week,
or spicy lemon pepper.
Texas was plus 105. Just early in the week. I took a parlay. I took a parlay and I took Texas to beat. No, I'm saying Texas number 1 because they're the number 1. They're number 1 in the polls right now.
It says against the spread odds is -109 for Texas.
Yeah, see. So that means they're favorite now.
Now we becoming ESPN bet type.
No. Well, I've always had my own little segment on Facebook. And I throw little bets out there. I always did that every year. It was only. Well, no, I did it for both, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start following. I'm gonna start following that.
And you got 47.5 as the over and under.
I'm gonna have to start calling my bookie Rocco.
47.5.
I think I take the under on that one. 2 starting quarterbacks.
Well, Archie likes to sling the ball.
Yeah.
So, but does Ohio State have the offensive power
to
keep up with them?
Yep.
So I'm gonna take the under.
Yeah, and they're talking about Texas having one of the top defenses in the SEC, and Ohio State always has a good defense.
They do.
And so it's going to be. I would take the under in that one if I was doing that.
Yeah. Now, if it was 45, I'm taking over.
Yeah.
Definitely taking over 45. But since it's 47, I'll take the under. I'll take the under. Got it on wax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying I got it on wax. I said it. I'm sorry, man. I
All
don't
right.
mean to,
What
you
other
know.
games we got on Saturday?
We
Mr.
got
Richard?
number 8 Alabama at Florida State. We got Illinois State at number 18 Oklahoma.
That's cupcake.
Okay.
That is so
I don't know
cupcake.
how that game made it on the list. Here.
That's
Well,
what I'm saying. That's so
that's
cupcake.
kind of
That's
biased.
because the next
Illinois
game.
State.
That's the next game on the list. I took care of you too. So
But no,
Hey,
but that's a big game
UTSA
compared
against
because
Texas
we're
State,
home.
number
We're
19.
in we're in UTSA country, so we got to have that game on there. I
But
don't know how Illinois State.
UTSA is number 66
yes.
in the nation,
No,
which
don't
is
do
not
that.
which is not bad.
Don't do that.
It's
Don't ever
not
do
bad.
All
that.
right. And
Don't ever do the hit. We're not that show.
Why?
We will not talk about the number 66 team. We won't go past 25.
They're number
The
66.
number 20, the
You know,
66
you know what
team.
happened last time they were in that range? They made it into the top 25. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Saying.
Well, you called the
And
upset.
there's
Hey, that's not that segmented. Whoa, not so fast, my friend. We got the picks later, man.
My bad. Well, you better,
and
there's
there's some
mosey on there.
there's some guys that are saying UTSA might have a shot at that one.
If I've read several publications say if UTSA,
You want to give the pub to him?
if
Give him credit on who you read?
this guy,
RJ Young
RJ Young, right?
RJ Young.
from college football.
College.
Shout out to
Fox on college football.
He said
Fox
if
on college
they can
football.
upset Texas A&M, they could be knocking on the door of a college football playoff appearance. Now, a lot of things have to go right for somebody like.
Right.
I mean, if you're talking about Penn State or Ohio State or Texas, you can say college football playoff. It's early for a team like UTSA to start talking that way, but that's
Yeah, that is true.
that's the thought from some of these experts that are talking about
Yep.
UTSA, and I do think that they're gonna surprise people in the AAC as well, the Americans, right?
I know y'all said that. Y'all said that 2 weeks ago, by the way. I really hope y'all right.
I hope I'm right too.
If
Okay.
they're
Okay.
It makes tailgating a lot more fun
yes,
in November.
Well, you
And-
know, I'm gonna be a homer regardless. I'm pulling for UTSA regardless.
and I think I'm not seeing them winning this game, but if they play this game close, then I see them having a heck of a season in the conference.
so. That's what happened last year. They couldn't play big games close. I don't know if
Right.
you remember.
But they did have a little bit younger team. They
I'm just-
graduated
Right.
out. So
Again,
I
I'm
think-
just. I mean, I'm just bringing facts.
Yeah.
They had a.
Oh yeah,
They went up to
fair.
Texas State.
that's fair.
Stay
That wasn't
birds
a
up
close
here.
game though.
That's why I just say.
That wasn't like we said. Well, like we said 2 weeks ago, they at least have to play A&M close. But
Yes,
then they got a curb stomp Texas State and Incarnate Word, especially after Incarnate Word
especially
losing
after
to Nickel
Conner
State.
had their
We better
yeah.
curb stomp them, right?
and then the big game Saturday night.
The big game is Saturday night.
Number
I
9
love-
LSU
I love watching them two play.
at number 4.
I'm not gonna
Clemson.
lie. I like when LSU is good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like LSU, but I like when seriously, seriously, of all the SEC teams, I love when they're good.
And you know what
I
that
love when
is?
they're good.
You know what that's a battle of? That's the battle of who has the real Death Valley, because they both call their stadiums Death Valley.
They do, and they're playing in Clemson.
And there's a
And
There
it's
is a-
hard.
there's
to
a
win
lot
Carolina,
of people that
buddy.
are thinking that Clemson could be national championship this year.
It's hard. Well, you know,
Not so fast, my friend. They got to get out of that ACC. It's not going to be that easy because we got Miami, we got Florida State still.
nah.
No.
Miami is the
Miami-
only one that's going to give
Clemson.
them a run.
But Florida State, they can. I know they had a down season a couple.
Let's see how
seasons ago,
Florida State come out against Alabama.
But I'm telling you, you get those games. I don't know what time they're going to play, but you play against Florida State prime time on ABC, they can come up and bite you any.
no, they
time.
can.
They can't.
Again, they can.
And Miami's number 10 in the land too. So
I don't-
Well, and it's also going to
Yeah, they're always good. They're always disappoint me.
always.
Always. Every time they've been ranked to do some damage to everybody, they just.
Lately. 'Cause they were
Well, I'm
pretty
not
good.
going back to the 80s.
2000s. Jeremy Shockey, that group, they won some national championships.
So Florida
Okay.
State plays
Okay.
October the 4th. They play Miami at Florida State, and on November the 8th they play at Clemson.
Florida State does. Okay, that's gonna be tough. but again, those rivalry games,
Hey,
And
throw
then
out
they
the records.
then Florida
SEC needs LSU to be good, and the ACC
Yes.
needs Clemson to be good.
Yes,
They
facts.
need both of those two. They don't need all the Florida teams to be good.
I'm
They need Clemson to be good.
gonna push back on that.
Push back.
I think for college football,
You need that.
I think you need Miami to be
You
good.
don't need
The U.
the
They're
U hasn't been good since.
They do. I think that would be awesome for the game of
Vic-
college football to see teams like Miami.
Vic, can you let
be
me
great
know when
again.
the last time Miami, outside last year, since Miami's been good?
I'm not saying.
No, I know.
but
I'm just going to show proof
we
of
need
point.
we need them to be
No.
good. I
We
think
need
them.
1980s.
Clemson, and we need
Miami won national
LSU.
championships in 2000. Man.
Yeah.
They did with Frank
Shit,
Gore and that
again.
group.
and then we weren't trying to do none of this we're doing right here, and so we didn't care.
Right.
Now that we're in
I've
front of
always
the TV,
cared. I've always cared.
I think what you need is you need Florida State and you need Clemson. They need to be
no, you
those
need
two.
Florida to be good.
Well, Florida's SEC.
That's why again,
Yeah.
you need Florida to be good. You don't need Miami to be good,
But
and you don't need you need Florida State to be good too.
Why don't we need Miami to be good? That's what I don't understand. Why don't we need? I'm not a Miami fan. I've never liked Miami, but
they're not. Yeah, exactly.
but-
They're not a national. They've always been the bad guys. Think what you just said. The Jeremy Shockey year, they were a good team, but they were the bad boys. They were like the
that's good.
Pistons.
That's good for
no,
business,
because
man.
it was no because
it's good for publicity, but it's
yeah,
not,
but it's not good for good football.
good football. Would be Florida State versus Clemson. Even
What you got, Vic?
So a former UTSA coach, Larry Coker, that was kind of the last time they were on top. 2001, 2002,
And
2003,
that's
they
the
went
only
on a
reason
nice
you
run.
Knew
You know?
that.
Three straight. What was the? How many championships did they have?
Let's see here. I can't tell in the. I mean, they're 12-0 in 2001, 12-1 2002, 11-2 2003. So they had a
I think they won the national
Great
title
run.
in 2001.
Yeah, one time they
so
did.
it's been over
They
20
did.
years, going on 25, 26
Exactly.
years.
And we got to stop doing it. We got to stop rewarding schools what they've done 20, 30 years ago. Again,
But we just
that's not
we weren't rewarding them. We were
what you
just,
are, but you said
we're
you
just
want
saying
them to be
We
good.
want them to be good for the traditionalists
No,
to see these
20
traditional teams.
years? They haven't been good in 20 years. You again, it's the
Yeah.
same.
But what's wrong with saying I
hate
want
to do
them to
this.
be
I'm about
good?
to do it. I hate to do it. You know what I'm about to do, right?
No, don't do it.
I got to.
Don't do
It's
it.
the same
Don't do it.
thing
You're
for
like
the
you're
Dallas
worse than Stephen A.
Cowboys.
Smith. You're worse than
You
ESPN.
gotta just
you
wanna
can't stop
be
talking about the
good.
Cowboys.
No, I'm trying to bring up a fact to where though again, listen. Penn State being good is not good for football. I know you didn't expect that, did you? And the reason why
I think it is.
no, that we're not because we haven't proven outside of Joe Pop we're that school anymore. And so it's fine. It's fine. But you need Ohio State to be good.
See, I don't.
You need Michigan
Penn State-
to be good.
Penn State has had several years in the
Again.
last 20 years where
But
they
again,
were good
but
enough to
we
win a national
don't
championship,
need
but they
them.
couldn't beat Michigan or they couldn't beat Ohio
Exactly.
State.
So we don't need them to be good. You need certain teams to be good.
you want the big in college football. You want the big rivalries. Ohio State, Michigan. You want Florida, LSU, Florida, Georgia. You want OU, Texas.
So do you need Notre Dame to be good?
Yes.
Yes.
Every year.
Every year.
They're in the same boat as Penn State.
No, they're
And
not.
the same boat as
No, they're not.
Yep.
Because
Penn State's probably had
they
more chances
decided-
to win national
they
championships.
decided to stay independent. So by them deciding to stay independent, they outsmarted Penn State because Penn State at one time was
Yeah,
independent.
they were with
And
Joe
we
Bob.
did it. We did it because we wanted to improve our basketball for some strange reason. So we wanted to be part of a conference, and so we jumped on board with the Big Ten. And we have not commanded that. We haven't commanded that. So with that being said,
When's the last time Oklahoma won a national championship?
2000.
Huh?
2000.
So do we need Oklahoma to be good?
yes, you need Oklahoma to be good. No, but they are good. Just okay.
But
Hold on.
Who's Miami's
You can
rival?
only have. Hold on. You can only have one national championship back then, right? Right? No.
I'm just saying.
Right or wrong? Vic, tell us when the last time Miami had an 8-0 better record in the last 20 years. And then let us know when the last time Oklahoma's had that.
But why is it any different as far as winning national championships?
Because, okay, so now you're talking about the Big 12 and where we're at. Unfortunately, here where we live, we need Oklahoma to be good.
Oh, where we live.
Yeah, well, no, region and nationally.
Let's just put it this way.
You need Oklahoma to
for
be
many
good
years.
for not just for well, the talk of football, you need Oklahoma to be good to set up the rival for Texas.
So it was just by 2 teams, right? Because
No.
and that's the problem with Penn State.
Right.
In the
Right.
Big
Right.
Ten,
We don't
you
have
run a
it.
gauntlet.
We don't.
Big 12 never had a gauntlet. Let's face it. As much as we
Okay.
want,
Y'all
as much as
didn't.
we want to say
Yeah.
that it was usually just Texas and OU,
Well,
and then everybody else.
No, Texas. Don't do that to Texas A&M.
right, that's what. So
Texas A&M.
Come on, don't
they
do that
were
to
Big
them.
12 was
they were never.
Big
a
12
threat to
became
those 2 teams.
irrelevant, except for OU and Texas. Big 12 became irrelevant when A&M, Colorado, Nebraska, and Missouri left.
But when did all those teams
Nebraska
pose a threat to Oklahoma?
Nebraska
and
played them tough.
20-something years ago.
Probably so. You're
I
probably
mean,
right.
it's. I
You're
mean,
probably
so,
right. You're
so
probably
to
right
me,
what
to
you're
me,
saying.
I know why Texas and Oklahoma
It's
left
important.
the Big 12. I know because
Money.
who you playing against? I mean, I'm not trying to put down Baylor and Texas Tech
Right.
and Texas.
They wanted the competition, but I'm sorry, when it comes, even I know the guy that was the president of OU, that he stated it. Joe C, that's AD, said it. When they left the Big 12 and went to the SEC, their paycheck at the end of each season, when they get paid from the conference, their paycheck went up $25 million the first year. And the first year, they were taking a $10 million hit for leaving the Big 12 too soon. When it's all said and done and the new TV contract gets done, we're talking $30 to $40 million bonus from what they were making in the Big 12. That's money for NIL.
Well, don't forget, and this is why Texas A&M and Missouri left. Well, mainly Missouri. Texas had its own. Were one of the first schools to have their own network, and they did not share that money.
And they would not, and they
refused to do profit sharing with everybody in the Big 12.
They were like the Jerry Jones of.
Correct. They said no, and
they
that's
were
why
talking about being
Missouri
even-
said they said, "Hey, why stay here? Then it doesn't pay us to stay here." So they jumped ship and went to the SEC.
And that Longhorn network is why A&M and Missouri and Nebraska left, because ESPN did it with Longhorns, and then on top of that, ESPN said we're not doing a Big 12 network because why would we put money into a Big 12 network when we already have the Longhorn network? And Texas said they wouldn't share it.
And remember, that's another reason why the Irish are so relevant, because they have the great TV deal,
NBC.
and so with them having their great, why would I leave the Independence? I'm already playing everybody I need to play. Think about it. I play East Coast one weekend, I'm in the West Coast next weekend, and that's why when they said last year that
they play neutral site games
that
too, that are home games.
Their games,
they're jam packed.
Their games, they didn't have one of the tough. I don't understand how can you say they didn't have one of the tougher schedules in the NCAA football.
They did.
They had by far.
They don't play cupcakes.
They didn't.
I'm gonna look at their schedule right now.
They didn't. Well, they play like maybe one.
No, I mean
they get like one.
Their cupcake is not a cupcake though.
Their cupcake may be like a Vanderbilt.
Well, don't say that. Don't say that too loud to Alabama.
But it tells you how much the network's involved too, because you know that when Texas and OU went to the SEC,
yes,
ESPN bought the Longhorn network and then made it absorbed it as becoming part of the SEC network.
Here's Notre Dame's schedule.
Last year.
You want to do the last year?
Yeah, last year. Don't do this year.
Well,
because last year they said they did not have a tough schedule. That's why that's what it was. That's why they were not even fair. That's why they were up. That's why everybody was upset that they actually made
the playoffs.
The playoffs, because they said they didn't have a strength of schedule strong enough to make it. But again, they do, because they're not playing one conference. They're playing outside of conference.
All right. They started last season. They started last season on the road at Texas A&M.
Come on, man. SEC.
I guess their cupcake, which is not so much of a cupcake because they lost to them, was Northern Illinois.
Yep,
but Northern Illinois.
I remember that game.
Football team, right?
That would be their cupcake game.
Then they played at Purdue.
Big Ten.
Yep. Miami of Ohio.
That's probably a cupcake.
That's a cupcake for them, but not for a lot of other teams.
Right.
Miami of Ohio is
tough. Like Appalachian State.
Yes.
Yeah. They got Louisville.
Louisville's
not tough team.
Hey, when they had what's his name, they were killing teams.
Stanford.
That's Big 12. Well, no,
Georgia
ACC
Tech.
now. ACC now.
Georgia Tech, Navy,
ACC,
Florida State.
Navy is either Big East or Atlantic.
Virginia.
Virginia is
Army.
ACC.
Army was Army was laying the wood on everyone last year.
Army's in the same conference as UTSA. Go Birds.
At USC, Indiana. Then they,
Indiana was killing teams last year.
Indiana had a good record.
And then they
They
played.
did. They were
They
undefeated.
played in the college football playoff. So you made it all the way to
And they
nationals.
beat Penn State too.
Yeah,
by the
they
way.
beat Georgia. They beat Penn State. So my thing is,
They upset Georgia.
yeah, they upset Georgia. But here's the thing. Those games were not supposed to be cupcakes.
Yep.
But some of them kind of ended up. But that's everybody. You don't apologize for your schedule.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
So what's their schedule this year?
The schedule this year, which segues into Sunday night football this week, is going to be Notre Dame, number 6 Notre Dame at number 10 Miami.
First game of the season.
First game of the season. Then you got A&M at Notre Dame. Then you got Purdue at Notre Dame. Notre Dame at Arkansas. Notre Dame, Boise State at Notre Dame. North Carolina State at Notre Dame. USC at Notre Dame. Notre Dame at Boston College. Navy at Notre Dame. Notre Dame at Pittsburgh. Syracuse at Notre Dame. And then Notre Dame at Stanford. Those are all.
Syracuse would be the only one that's
What? No, that's
down here.
That's a tough schedule to travel to.
Yes.
You're traveling East Coast, West Coast.
Yep.
It takes a toll.
It does take its toll.
So that Sunday night is Virginia Tech at South Carolina, number 13 South Carolina, and then that Notre Dame Miami game, and then Monday night football this week, Labor Day, TCU at North Carolina, Belichick's
opening weekend as a college football coach.
Yep. So there's some good football this weekend, man. Like I said, please do the executive order to stop weddings on college football Saturdays. No more weddings on college football Saturdays.
Get some trouble. Get some trouble.
When's the last time I cared about getting in trouble?
That's true. That is so true.
Come on. So that leads us to we get one pick a week, right?
One pick.
How did we do on our picks last week?
Undefeated.
We were undefeated.
3-0.
So we're all 1-0. So we're all tied for first place.
Yep.
All right. So I think we all took some safe picks last week.
No. I know for sure, and I almost still lost that safe bet because the team that I picked was by Vegas. They were like 20-something points,
22-point favorites,
and only won by 7. So I'm not doing that this week.
And I didn't pick an easy pick. I picked upset.
Yeah, he got it. He
did.
did. So this week I'm living on the edge.
All right. Well, let's go, Chad. What's your pick for this week?
I'm going to pick the Auburn-Baylor game, and Auburn's going to win that one. Auburn at Baylor.
So Auburn's going to win. Yep. Are you marking these down?
Yeah, I'm doing that's what I'm doing right now.
Right. Auburn's going to beat Baylor.
Auburn will beat Baylor.
That's
a safe pick.
That's a pretty safe pick.
Yeah.
I think. You're playing it safe.
Yeah,
you're playing close to the vest.
Right. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad either.
I'm not mad. I'm living on the edge today.
I do live on the edge always.
Did you pick Auburn, right?
Yes.
Picking Auburn.
See, let's find out.
All right, what you got, Rich?
I'm gonna do mine last right now.
You want to be last?
I want to be last.
All right, I'll go.
I want to see where you're going with this.
I know where.
Well, I told you I'm going. That's why I purposely wore the shoes.
He's picking UT to beat.
I'm picking UT to beat Ohio State, and the reason why, and this is before you told me about the offensive defensive coordinator, and I'm not saying these adults don't get paid a lot of money to come in there and retool, but again, the way Texas has made sure they gave Archie all the weapons to be ready to play this year, because again, you got to remember, not just in the NCAA, but the Archie Manny family wants him to be a number 1 pick.
Yes.
So he got to come out swinging. He got to make that statement. And this game is it. That's why they put him on think about it. This Ohio State last year, right? They won it all last year, right?
Sir. Yes, sir. Yep.
Right. So why would you think about that? You don't put no team if you don't.
This game's been on the schedule
Exactly.
for 5 years.
It doesn't matter.
But
they made sure.
Yeah. Well,
they made sure.
You're playing Ohio State, who
they could
when they
change
put them
that.
when they put them on the schedule,
they
were already that 4 or 5 years ago. They were already top.
But were
teams.
were they the first game of the season though?
Yes. And it's going to be the first two, one or the first or second game of the season.
Again, that's my point.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You make this the
'Cause that's-
first game, try to make a statement.
Yeah, that because it's like next week. There's another big game with OU Michigan. That's where College Game Day is going to be at next week. So it's going to be the big games and with the new SEC schedule coming out next year, the big games are going to be the first 2 weeks. It's going to be some big games.
Go ahead. What you got?
What you got?
See, I'm going to go out on a limb, and mine's not just a pick. It's a stone
Cold lock.
cold lock.
Oh man,
I'm going to go lock here.
you locking.
You're going to pick UTSA.
I got UTSA. They're going to go into College Station. They're going to shock the world. They're going to pull off an upset, and they're going to win. They're going to go on, and they're going to do some big things this season. But it all starts Saturday. They got enough on offense. They got enough on defense. Owen McCown is going to come out. He's going to play big, and they're going to beat Texas A&M. That's my pick, and it's not a homer pick. I'm picking up here, not right here.
Well,
UTSA.
I'm picking to be a homer, so I'm picking UTSA also, but I'm not making that no. I'm betting on it, but I'm betting on the Texas. Texas winning that game.
UTSA will win.
Okay,
All right.
What'd you say? It's on the vinyl. What'd you say? It's on the vinyl.
on wax.
It's on,
On
the
the
wax.
wax.
It's on the wax.
On wax.
It's on the
right
wax.
here. On wax.
Do they still even have wax?
Yeah, they still
Yeah.
do records.
Yep.
But that's why I say that to be
Yeah.
funny too.
Yeah.
Just like when I was in the Army, we used to always say, like if your superior or somebody asks you a question, you say tracking like a DVD. DVDs don't track
They
though.
don't track that.
Yeah, there's no knob to track the DVD.
VHS.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was a little
Beta.
funny, little humor. But on this one,
Yeah.
it's on wax. That's
It's on-
why I say that.
It's on wax. UTSA
All right, I got
will
it.
go
down.
into College Station,
I got it down.
and they're going to win. And you know what?
And I hope you're right.
And I hope I'm
Yeah.
right too.
I hope
but
you are too.
but here's the deal. I don't think it's out of. I just don't think that it's not attainable. I think they can do it.
I think they can do it, and I hope they do. But like I said earlier, I'm hoping at least if they do get beat, it's a close game, because that's going to set UTSA up for a good season.
I think they're going to be set up for a good season no matter what. But that's my pick.
But I
That's
like
our
it.
picks.
I like your Texas pick because the other thing with the new offensive coordinator at Ohio State, he's never called a game. He's never called plays.
Yeah.
He was a quarterback coach.
Exactly.
All right.
So it's gonna rev it up here.
All right, let's wrap it up. We're
Let's
going to go to
go.
our final thoughts.
Start with
Go to
Chad.
Chad.
Hey, ready for a good weekend? College football kicks off. It's going to be a good weekend of nothing but football from Thursday. This starts, I think they said 10 days of nothing but football.
Yeah.
So looking forward to it.
I'll go next.
Yes, sir.
This is to all the ladies out there. Please don't schedule weddings on college football Saturday. And even if it's not your wedding, don't be mad at your husband or boyfriend if he doesn't want to go to your friend's wedding on a Saturday during college football season. Especially if it's somebody he doesn't know. Just don't do it. Let him be. He works hard for his money all week long. Don't make him go to weddings or baby showers, stuff like that. College football. Let him watch it. That's my final thought.
All right. Well, my final thought is more of a thank you to Jeff Slaughter and Vic Rodriguez and the South Town 101 family for allowing us to be here. You can kind of say they're our first sponsor that we've ever had, because they allow us to be here and run this show and have the fun we're having that we've been having for the last 3 weeks. I can't believe we've done it for 3 weeks.
3 weeks down.
And we're getting good following and good momentum. So hey, thank you again. Thanks again, Jeff. And again, it really makes a difference. Us being here in the studio, we look more professional. We look more like we know a little bit about football, which I know nothing about. So again, that's why we're talking heads. So please don't see me on the streets and be like, "Oh, that was a bad pick." No, it wasn't. Not because I don't know football. I don't know football. I don't know sports at all. I just like to get up here and hang out with my guys. So thank you again, Vic. Thank you again, Jeff. And that's it for me.
In honor of Lee Corso's last Saturday coming up, not so fast, my friend. All right. How many times did I say it tonight?
I think it's
No.
you're at 5 or 7, between 5 and 7.
I had about another 10
You
opportunities.
did. You did. That you did.
I bungled those opportunities.
So I lost that bet because I said 12 was the number. It was the
Yeah.
over. I said over too.
I bet the over on that one.
I would have bet. I swore you was going to tear it up.
I got to tell you. Now, remember, everyone, I mean, we'll be here every week. We're not going to let y'all down. We're going to show up every week for you guys. We're going to be talking about football, high school football, college football, NFL football. We didn't talk a lot of NFL today because there's no games this weekend.
Correct.
We will do that next week. And I want to say, like, subscribe, and share. Okay? If you like the content we're putting out there, like, subscribe, and share. It doesn't cost a dime to do that. And it also doesn't cost, what's that, Jay?
And hit the bell icon because we got a lot of notifications you want to, with some of the stuff that we're doing, you want to stay on top of.
Hit the bell icon. And another thing that doesn't cost a dime is to be kind to one another, love each other, and just be the best version of yourself that you can be. We're Super Sports Media, Gridiron Roundtable. We're out.